pretty much sleepless night last night. Went out and had some breakfast, and got JR up at his normal time, which is just an hour or so ago. And JR came up and said he needed to talk to me, and sure enough, JR intentionally threw the test at the school. So on one hand, that's kind of a relief to know. On the other hand, it's still kind of a bummer, but everything happens for a reason. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take JR up and go ahead and enroll him in the public school here. Not, first choice that I really wanted to do, but like I say, everything happens for a reason, and I don't know what the reasoning is here, but I guess he's destined to go to public school. So hopefully it's going to be a positive thing. It's probably going to be pretty scary for him. I mean, I feel for him. I would have rather have him been able to start off with the small class sizes and stuff, but it is what it is. So the biggest thing that I think I can impart on to you right now is that as much inside as you just sometimes you really just want to flip out and be angry, because you just, why did you do that? I feel good because I kept calm. And of course, after JR told me and stuff, he thought I was mad. I told him, I said, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And I tried to explain to him, and I don't know if he really comprehends. But I'm disappointed on a few different levels, and one of them being, that I wanted the best for him. I wanted to make it as easy as possible for him. And I thought that it would be great to be able to go into the private school with very little kids, so that you had a good teacher to student ratio, almost a 1-to-1 ratio. And unfortunately, that's not how it's going to be. But I'm disappointed because I feel sorry for Grandpa in a sense, and I know that sounds really strange, but Grandpa's been his teacher, and while Grandpa really didn't say a whole lot, I could see the hurt in his eyes when this all went down yesterday, and Grandpa doesn't say a whole lot of stuff. I mean, he kind of keeps it to himself. And in this case, it was one of those situations I could tell, and I really felt for him on this. But I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be a new adventure, and we're going to have to do it, and we'll see where it goes. You guys, I guess, are going to be right here with me. So let me go ahead and get out here and get some things done, and then we're headed up to the middle school here. And when I get back, I'll talk to you some more about it. Well, hello, everyone. We're back from school, from the middle school, and I think this is a very positive thing. JR is very excited. He found out that he can join band, which he's already signed up for. So he'll be able to continue his piano playing. For those of you who have gone to his YouTube account, you'll see some of his earlier stuff where he was playing piano, which is one of the things I think he kind of missed from being down in Tennessee, because he really enjoyed playing piano. So that's a good thing. And he also got a tour of the school while we filled out paperwork, and we also got a chance to talk with this school counselor and or his counselor and stuff. And I have to say, I'm really impressed. It's totally different than it was down in Tennessee. I think he's got a good chance. Plus, he does know a lot of kids up there, so I think it's going to be a good thing. I think it's going to be rough at first. it's going to be a bit of a culture shock. His days are going to be long. He's homeschooling. He had 3 or 4 hour days. Now he's going to have 8 hour days plus a bus ride. But we're going to go ahead and start him on Monday. I know Grandpa's going to be leaving on Sunday to head down to Tennessee because we're still trying to get the house ready down there. So I'll be the one to do it. I'll drive him to school Monday. Before I decided to come back on here and talk, I went ahead and called the buses, and he gets to get picked up right out here. So it's all taken care of, and he'll actually start riding the bus on Tuesday. So we're set. As I say, I think it's going to be a little bit rough at first because he's not going to understand the concepts of, especially like homework and stuff like that. But I think it's all going to be a learning experience. I think all three of us, Grandpa, JR, and myself, all three of us are taking a big step in the right direction, and it should be very positive. So not looking at it as a bad thing, and I'm also at the same time trying to make sure that JR understands that we're not doing this to punish him or because we don't love him and stuff. I always worry about that he he thinks that you're doing something because you don't care, and it's not that. So you care so much that sometimes you have to do things. He's leaving for his Boy Scout camp tonight. He's got another winter camp tonight, which even that I'm seeing him grow in because his first camp outs, I would have to pack his bag, and it was just like, oh my God, do you not know how to pack? And this time he started actually on Wednesday. He packed his bag, got all of his stuff together, did it all himself. And then yesterday, even with everything that happened in the evening, I guess he went through and made sure he had everything. And tonight, actually, he's out there now. Today, he's working on his bag to make sure he's got, triple check it, make sure it's good to go. And he's got in what we call the staging area, which is in the mud room, so that it can load into the car. So you got to take him to that. And I think Grandpa and I are going to go ahead, head out to dinner, and then call it a night. I want to take Grandpa down to the local place to play. This place is literally less than a mile away. I could probably get wasted drunk and walk home. I mean, it's that easy, or call a taxi, and it would probably only cost me about $1 to get home. So it's kind of great, and you can't beat it. Big sandwiches about that big for $6, and like French dip and stuff like that. But it's Friday, so they have fish. And I love fish, so I'll probably have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight now. And like I say, I think everything's gonna be okay. I'm sure we've got some road bumps, some more speed bumps up ahead, but I think we can do this. And yeah, it's like I said before, everything happens for a reason. We don't always know those reasons, but it does. And so I see JR with a lot more opportunities now, actually going to public school. One of the biggest things that I think that I see is he's already got some friends here, but I think I'll see him blossom and have more friends. And to me, that's important because when I was a kid, I didn't have any friends, and there's many reasons why. But it's one of the things that I look back and kind of is painful when I look at one of the many things that was painful. When I look back at my childhood, I had no friends. It's I really that's one of the things that hurts from my childhood. So I want JR to have friends, and JR wants friends. So hopefully he'll find his place. He'll fit in. I know he's looking at one of the after school clubs. I call them clubs. Or I'm not sure exactly what they call them here, but they have archery. And he got a bow and arrow. I think this year, or no, last year, not this year, but not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before. He got a compound bow, and so he really hasn't been able to use it. But he's used it once or twice, and he really likes it. So maybe he's thinking about taking archery. And another thing that he's now looking forward to also is that next year he can take language, and they teach 6 weeks of French and then 6 weeks of Spanish. And so he's really looking forward to Spanish. So I think it's going to be a good thing. Like I say, I'm sure we're going to have a roller coaster, especially adjusting to it. But what's be kind of nice is here in February he's only got, like, I think 2 or 3 weeks, and then he's got a whole week off. And of course, I'm not sure right now, but him and I may take off and go down to Tennessee for that week. I've got to be back for what we call an SUI, which is an official inspection, which deals with my Civil Air Patrol, and is the squadron commander, the new squadron commander. It's a little bit rough. That's what I've been dealing with also, on top of everything else. But that's today, and today, of course, is our day 6. It's hard to believe that I've actually made 6. I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable talking to this camera. And tomorrow I have to head to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, which is about 3 hours away from here. We're going as a group. There's, I think, 3 or 4 of us that are going to head over. We have what's called a commander's call, which is where we go and we get, good information and learn some stuff, and it helps us to grow as leaders in Civil Air Patrol. So I'm hoping I can do a video tomorrow. I'm not going to do it while I'm there because it's, I'm not sure of the protocol, and we also have Operation Security, or what we call OPSEC, so I'm not sure if that would be relevant to that. So I may just not do a video tomorrow, or I may do something short. So either way, we'll see what happens. But I think call it for tonight, and peace. Take care and be safe out there.